Well, this has been fantastic, and I appreciate you spending this time on the phone with me to share a bit of your wisdom and hopefully encourage and motivate others to do some things to either get involved or make their act better or set some goals or do whatever they need to do to get ahead, because there is just nothing more thrilling than making an audience laugh. There just isn't anything else like it.
It is fun. That's true. It's better than vending machines, I can promise you that.
Obviously, you had a hard time with this vending machine thing.
Well, if you want some assembly line type of work and just the same thing over and over, that's your gig right there, man. But there's no talking to people really. It just wasn't fun. I was more willing to pay to get out of it. Something else, Steve, that I don't know if you want to slip this in, but obviously I didn't jump into doing corporate gigs with a 30-minute set. It took me a while to build up to that. So what I did was I got with a group of people comedians that were like-minded and wanted to do some things and kind of saw the same way I did. And so together we bonded together and developed. We had enough material between us to do 30, 40, 45 minutes, an hour of material. And we can easily do that now, which each of us has given us enough time to get our sets longer and longer and longer, and that works out. And they can branch out. They can do their own gigs sometimes, and sometimes we work as a group. But that's how I got there without the constant open mic thing.
Well, that's one of the advantages it's not directly talked about in the Corporate Comedy Secrets audio training module, but if people check that out, they can figure out that it's a lot easier for 4 people to come up with an hour of material split up between them than it is for an individual to come up with an hour of material by themselves. You can do it a lot quicker. You're spreading the workload. Still gives you time to expand your own base as you're working along. But the big thing is it allows you to develop a solid, saleable, and marketable product much quicker working in a team. So, yeah, that is a fantastic idea. The only problem with that is that it won't work in the comedy club market. Because of the way it's set up and the way they do their business, working as a team doesn't give you any advantage as a general rule. Now, I could be wrong. I'm hoping somebody will prove me wrong. But folks in the comedy club market just don't seem to work in that teamwork type of perspective, and especially since the pay is so low. Whereas you can work in the corporate market as a team and make some fairly decent money, even brand new, as you well know and you've proven. You kind of get where I'm coming from that perspective?
Oh, and it's absolutely true. I have yet to see, quote, a team of, 2 or 3 or whatever people in a comedy club, because I'll still go to the comedy club every now and then just to catch a new comedian. But you're right. It works quite well in corporateville, but in churches and things like that. But it's not going to work in the comedy clubs. At least they're not ready for that, at least, I think.
Not at this juncture. Well, fantastic. Well, Bob, I really appreciate you spending the time on this call, and I wish you the best in your comedy adventures.
Thanks, Steve, and thanks for the system. I know I'm plugging it a lot, but I'm telling you it made the difference in me hanging in there and taking this to another level, because if I was still writing jokes, we'd still be down at the open mic, believe me.
Wow. Okay, well, thanks a lot, Bob.
All right, Steve. Take care.